Have you ever felt like the world expects too much from you? Like you're supposed to have everything figured out, your career, your relationships, your purpose by a certain age? But what if I told you that one of the wisest thinkers in history believed that you don't need to figure life out at all? That maybe ... it's okay not to have the answers. Michel de Montaigne, a French philosopher from the 16th century, didn't write to teach us how to be perfect. He wrote to show us how deeply human we all are, messy, unsure, inconsistent. And that's completely fine. In today's video, we'll dive into Montaigne's thoughts on what it really means to live well, not in some grand, dramatic way, but in the quiet, honest moments of being yourself. Let's begin. Montaigne didn't pretend to be wise or flawless. In fact, his most powerful lesson is this: know yourself, accept yourself, and don't be ashamed of it. He believed that true wisdom isn't about becoming a better version of someone else, it's about being more at peace with who you already are. Think about that. We're constantly pushed to compare ourselves. Social media shows us perfect lives, flawless bodies, ideal relationships. But Montaigne says, stop chasing the impossible. You are enough, not when you reach some imaginary finish line, but when you stop running from yourself. He once wrote, we're all patchwork bits of this and that, a mix of contradictions, and that's okay. So, what if we stopped seeing our flaws as failures and started seeing them as simply part of being human? Montaigne didn't trust people who spoke only in theories or big ideas. He valued experience, the kind that comes from living life, making mistakes, and learning through trial and error. He said, the greatest thing in the world is to know how to belong to oneself. But what does that really mean? It means learning not just from books or lectures, but from living, from heartbreak, failure, boredom, laughter, and silence, from noticing how you feel on a rainy afternoon or how your mood shifts with a song. He didn't write essays to teach others. He wrote them to understand himself. He was his own student, and life was his teacher. And maybe that's what we need more of, not more how-to guides, but more attention to our own journey. One of the most liberating things Montaigne taught was this: you don't have to be consistent. Let that sink in. You can change your mind. You can feel one way today and another tomorrow. That doesn't make you weak. It makes you alive. He said, I do not portray being, I portray passing. In other words, life isn't about becoming one final version of yourself, it's about evolving constantly. So many of us beat ourselves up for being confused, emotional, or uncertain. But Montaigne reminds us, that's not a bug, it's a feature. You are allowed to be complex, to love solitude and also feel lonely, to want success and also fear it. You're not a puzzle with one solution. You're a living, breathing question, and that's beautiful. Montaigne believed that we often overcomplicate life. We chase big dreams and get trapped in endless striving. But sometimes, real happiness comes from the simplest moments: a quiet walk, a good meal, a genuine laugh with a friend. He withdrew from public life not because he hated people, but because he wanted to understand what it meant to simply be. He found that in stillness, we reconnect with ourselves. He wasn't anti-ambition, but he questioned the kind of ambition that robs us of peace, the kind that tells us we're never enough, always behind, always lacking. His wisdom whispers, you don't need more to feel complete. You just need less noise and more presence. Montaigne's philosophy isn't about chasing greatness. It's about finding peace in your own skin. His message, centuries later, is still deeply relevant. Be honest with yourself. Accept that you're a work in progress. Don't run from your feelings. Don't fear contradictions. Find beauty in the ordinary. You don't need to be extraordinary to live a good life. You just need to be real. So, the next time you feel lost or unsure or not enough, remember Montaigne's quiet confidence in simply being human. You're not alone. You're not broken.